One of the things that has got me most excited about moving to this place is we have a carport now. When we lived at the beach, we didn't have a carport. There's a lot of elements that anytime it was raining, I couldn't do anything. It just saltwater content. It was just crazy. But now that I have a carport, the one thing it was lacking was lighting. So I was trying to figure out how to run electricity out here and the easiest thing to go about it. But I went to Walmart and I was just looking at the shop lights, and I come across some solar LED shop lights. So I bought one, decided to give it a try, and to my surprise, it actually does really good. And I tested it last night. It lasted, I think, 3.5 hours, and it shut off. So 3 hours later, the light's out. I'm thinking, well, it died in 3 hours, but it didn't. Like a protection thing. I turned it right back on, and it stayed on for another 3.5 hours, something like that. I kind of lost track of time, but yeah. So we get into this unboxing the second one. I'm gonna put it up and show you this light. So here's the first one. The one thing I was trying to do is trying to angle it a little bit more so the light is more directed in this general area where I'll be working on the stuff. But got one here, and it puts out a lot of light. I figure if I put one over here, that'll leave enough. If I decide to put one in the middle, I have plenty of room. But it's just one wire. It runs over, and I have it attached to the solar strip, which you can see is right in the light. It comes with the solar panel. Sorry for blinding y'all. And the wire, and that's all you need. And it has a battery pack that it runs off of. Now this thing is charged when I pull it out. That's first mode. Second mode is brighter. I don't know if you can tell on camera. And then off. I just put mine like that. I'm gonna turn the other one where the cord is that way. So if I have a vehicle in the middle, I don't have to fight for the cord. I do kind of wish they had like a remote or something of that sort, but I can figure that out later. But this is the light in question. It is 1000 lumen. It's got 2 modes, and it's LEDs, and it's a ion battery pack, and equivalent to 75 watts, and it's a 5000K. So they say 18 years of life, 8 hours a day. So that's pretty good claims there, in my opinion. And like I said, so far I've been happy with the one, so I'm going to put up the other one. All right, so with the end open, you got the instructions, of course. Then you have some dividers. This is very well packed, at least the other one was. So this first little part right here will be, that's the chains and the hardware for hanging them. I didn't use that because I drilled directly into the metal beam up there, aluminum beam. So I used my own screws, but that does not matter. And then this is the actual solar panel right here, and it's just a 2-pin connector that screws in. It's watertight. This is not heavy at all. I have this one hung. It's not even in the middle up there. Let's see. So it's just on the lip there, and it's plenty of support. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang the other one right next to it because it's just going to right here. So next, coming out of the box, is the actual light itself. Again, there's the butt connector. It's in plastic, it's in cardboard, so it's essentially in a box in a box. Now, the one thing I thought was cool is straight out of the box, it's got battery. So you can essentially take this out, put it up at night, and start using it without any solar charging the battery. It's already charged. So on the opposite side, you have your hanging locations on both ends. You have your battery pack here in the middle, and then here's your pull cord. Okay, so I marked 1 inch up and then 22 apart. So that's the mounting locations on that is almost right at exactly 22. And so I'm gonna do my screws here and then get my chain hung. All right, so the screw I'm using is a construction screw. It's got the star bit on the end. And what I like to do is I put it through the chain. like that. And then I crimp the chain where it's tight around this. So all I did is crimp it where that's nice and secure all the way around. What I do is I hang it on the very end link, and then this end where I put the hook, that's where I get my chain link from. All right, now that I got the chain hung, I'm going to count down. I think I did 6 links on that one. I'm going to put my hook to hang the light on. Now, since this is just a free flopping thing, I don't want it to fall, so I crimp these ends closer together so it has a less chance of the wind blowing them down. So after I've hung it, I just bring the end of the chain back up and put it over that just to kind of keep the slack out. I didn't do that over there because I didn't think about it. But now we can hang the solar light right here beside this one. One of the things I don't see on the box is just how long this cord is. So I measured it, it's roughly 9 foot long. Of course, I couldn't get it to straighten all the way out. It could possibly be 9.5 or even 10. But that is plenty of room for something like this where you can get just about any location. You can get a light up and get your solar strip or your solar panel wherever you need it. For the adjustment, the base has these teeth and you can kind of clock it and then you lock it down with this wing nut. For mounting, I'm taking this off and I'm just mounting this, and then I'm going to bolt the light up. It makes things a lot easier than trying to wrestle this light around, just be an awkward shape and length, just trying to mount this up. So now that I got the mount secured right next to the other one, I'll go ahead and put it up. Again, make sure the teeth are locked right, and then position it where you want it. I wanted mine flat because when that big ass cloud's not there, that's where the sun is, as y'all seen earlier. You can turn this the other way and bring this up. So like if you had it on like that side and the sun was hitting more, you just turn this mount and position it how you want. But this is how I want mine, right here, flat. Now on this side, the cord comes here. It's 9.5 foot long and it goes about, I don't know, 6 inches, 12 inches. Goes into this plug. It can only go one way. There's a groove right here in the middle, and that side's flat. You just line it up, screw it in, then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with that excess cord. Gonna give that a try for now. Probably just put a zip tie around it, and yeah, that's all there is to it for now. Okay, it's zip tied up. The last thing I have to do is, even though I'm a little over 6 foot tall, I have to stand almost on my tippy toes, so I got a string like this side and put it on there, and that'll be done. And that still leaves plenty of room in the middle if I want to add a third one. Alright, so there we go. Strings attached, lights are up. Very simple. No other wires to run, nothing else to do. Plenty of room, like I said, for a third one. The only thing I do wish, I wish they maybe made a junction box where you can put like 3 or 4 lights up on a single bigger solar panel, instead of, like, if I added a third light, I'd have a third solar panel up there, which isn't a big deal. I never look up and it's not like an eyesore to me. But yeah, as you can see right now, that cloud has moved and things are pumping out juice. And now I have 2 shop lights for them late nights working on the Mustang. What do y'all think? So if y'all are just joining me for the Hypertough solar power shop light review, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Maybe consider hanging around and subscribing. And I got Mustang content, I got truck content, I got product review content, and trying to grow the channel. So like I said, I appreciate y'all stopping by. This is Horseplay. We out.
I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars. I won't turn around, I done made it this far. Look back now, that wouldn't be too smart. Shoot for the stars even when it gets hard. Put my faith in the Lord with these 16 bars. I won't turn around, I won't turn around. No matter how far I go, I'll never come back.